at the BBC. The voice of the borough, Alistair Brownlee.
On BBC Tees.
It's been a busy weekend for the Redcar RNLI. The lifeboat crew performed major rescue operations at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Ironically, one of the call-outs was to save some anglers who were trying to raise money for the RNLI. Dave Cox from Redcar Lifeboat joins me now. Good morning to you, Dave.
Morning, Matthew.
Busy weekend then for the lifeboat crew. What happened?
It was, first of all, on Saturday lunchtime, just about 11:30 in fact, we received a call that there was something happening at Saltburn. A fishing boat had capsized for some reason or other, so we launched both lifeboats to respond to that. And yes, it was only just later that we found out that it was a fishing competition designed to raise funds for the RNLI.
How serious were these operations, Dave?
The first one was one of those things where I have trouble calling things freak waves, but the weather changed very quickly at Saltburn, and all of a sudden there was a large amount of swell on the shore edge at Saltburn, and as the fishing boats were trying to get back to shore at the end of the competition, I understand the sea was so bad that it caused two boats to capsize in very short space.
And looking at the windsurf, was this a case of someone being unlucky, or should he simply not have taken to the water in unsuitable conditions?
I would say he's probably unlucky. I understand the guy was quite experienced. He was a 41-year-old man from Brighouse in West Yorkshire, so he wasn't from the seaside himself, but the people that tend to travel the furthest tend to know the most about the sea, quite ironically. So he was very unlucky that the gales that whipped across the north of England yesterday came very quickly, and he was blown a long distance from where he actually went into the water to carry out his windsurfing.
Now, Saturday's angling competition was supposed to raise money for the RNLI. Has it ended up costing you money instead?
Well, no, it wouldn't have done. I mean, we have a fairly busy lifeboat station at Redcar, and our call-out's number 50 or 60 a year. So this is just one more call-out for us, and I'm sure that the guys that raise the funds, who have been fantastic supporters of the RNLI since the start of this competition, will raise more than enough to cover the costs of this job and many, many more.
Do you know how seriously injured the rescued people are?
I'm afraid I don't. I know that the people from the first boat were not that seriously injured, but I understand that the person from the second craft that capsized had quite nasty facial injuries, so I'm sure they may take a few days to be healed.
Well, Dave, thanks for joining us today. We wish you a quiet day this Monday morning.
Thank you very much.
There are Dave Cox from Redcar Lifeboat.